Oh, I'm back. Hello, I'm back again. Thought I'd work on this box painting, wall of boxes painting for a little bit maybe. But seems like that's kind of becoming my thing. Alright, let's see here. Put this up here. This over here. Wish I could put that up a little higher there so it would look more like that. But anyhow, you could just do this video. You could just do this all day long. This is pretty interesting, right? This other video's about to upload, so maybe I'll see what pictures they want me to have. The picture of the book. I guess I'll let it go up like that. So I'm gonna publish this right now. It's called Sky Spray and Other Thoughts. So publishing that. And it's up, so put that away, back on here, and work on this video. I was thinking about the Notre Dame. Wasn't there a fire not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, maybe less, I don't know, at Notre Dame? I could be wrong on this, but look it up. It was either in Notre Dame in this country, in the United States here, or it was over there in France. I don't even know, but I remember something about that not too long ago. So somebody sees this and it sparks some thought. They can go do some research and look into that, because I'm probably not going to do it. I'm not that great at research, but I would like to get better at research. And so I could research a lot of this, all these subjects that are of interest. This is the other shaman book that I was looking at. They got a fun-looking gentleman here. Interesting, cool garb. I like that, but I haven't looked at this one yet. I haven't read any of this yet. This is more like just quickly looking at more of a kind of an encyclopedia on the subject, it looks like. So that should be some good reading. I think I already showed this book a little bit, but get into it pretty soon. I had another dream the other couple of mornings ago with my mother over at Greenleaf, and so that was good. I got to visit with her some more, and it was really interesting because at the beginning, or in this dream, at some point it occurred to me that I was there, and I thought my mom was gone, but it was a pretty lucid dream, very lucid dream, and she was there, and it was like we were there. And I was there was one woman there who was like a lot of the people where my mom stayed, was pretty strange, and just they didn't seem very into their work, and I know I'm going to have a regret for a lot of my life that I left another black car. That might have been a light blue. And I left her in there for so long. She was in there for a good 10 years. And she was doing pretty well there for a good portion of it. Another black. That was like a SUV, a black SUV, so 2 darks in a row. Here we go again. Oh, there's a silver car. Silver car on the road, but serious regret leaving my mother into that place for so long, and we were thinking of getting her out, transferring her. I really wanted to even bring her here, but it wasn't going to happen. And we tried to take care of her, and we just couldn't really get it to happen. So I guess I'll have that regret for a long time. There's a white truck. That was a pickup truck type of vehicle that a lot of contractors use. It was definitely had like a ladder on the side. Contracting truck. There's a little blackbird out there in the yard across the street, and a couple of little birds that zoomed into that bush. Interesting. Very interesting. It seems that I have to raise my voice to get a higher up on there. But if I just talk normal, we're only getting slight vocal there going. I can't teach myself to sing. A bunch of stuff. Said I was going to get to some painting. Am I going to do that? Maybe I'll do some drawing on here. I don't really have any of my materials over here. I was going through this one box of paints, and I got these. I found this pencil. It's a grease. I think they call them grease pencils, or China marker grease pencil. And so I'm going to work on this for a little bit, maybe get some green in here, do some drawing, painting. See where this heads. It's process. It's a long process, so that's going somewhere. See that? Takes time. Take time with only time. Cool it like the hill. She likes it still. Oh boy. Da da da. You can make a little thing out of this. So, I mean, I have some talent, some latent talent. I have my own talent. We all have our talents. I don't cultivate my talents a lot. Sometimes I cultivate my talents. Do you cultivate your talents? Were we put on this earth to do something significant? Is this significant enough for you? Is it significant enough for me? Were we put here by design, or is it all just random nonsense? It's like a lot of these guys talking about flat Earth and how that points to that we were put here by God or whatever, and we have a purpose in life, and otherwise, if it's the universe in the globe Earth and deep dark universe with stars billions of miles away and trillions and quadrillions of miles away and so forth, that we are just random specks of nothing, and therefore do whatever you feel like it. And a lot of people say that that's what's going on here, that they're just trying to make us feel like nothing. So what's the point? So do whatever the hell you want. And I don't really know. I mean, either side has their theories, or all the sides, and different variations and varying degrees of conformity. Sounds crazy. I don't know. But I don't know. That's just it. I don't really know for sure. I have been reading the Bible, and it seems like there's some serious, I'm in Genesis, and there's some craziness in there. I don't understand, like, why the Lord just decides. It doesn't ever tell you why, necessarily, but the Lord just does these sort of random things, because I guess he just doesn't like the way his people that he made are acting or something. So then he splits people apart, throws them all over the world, gives them different languages so they can't communicate with one another. So I guess he didn't like that they communicated with one another. And made look, there was a thing about the Tower of Babel, and they started making the wonderful Tower of Knowledge, and they did this, and he didn't like that, so he split them all apart and made their languages all different, and I don't know. I mean, I'm just in the beginning here, so I mean, there's a lot more to it, obviously, and so I will get through that, but it's going to take a year or two, I guess, to get through it, maybe, or I could do it quicker, and I could, yep. Does this make good copy, or whatever? Is this a good video for you? This is how how I paint, and this is how I draw, and this is how I draw and paint at the same time. This could be every day. This could do anyway. So that's pretty nice. Got some green in there, right? A little green all over this box. Now this box here, you know, stay like this for a while, or it could, you know, be unpacked to get these books out of here, and you know, maybe cut that off and put it on something else and combine it with another thing. But for now, this is where it is. So that I could work on this one here, I guess. There's some kind of tree thingies here. Just keep working. Just keep working on it, and something will happen. Something fun will happen. Na-na-na. Make a little fun. Have a little day. Make a little fun with this and that. Hello? Hello? What else? Let's see. What else is there? What could we do? I'm thirsty. There's a squirrel in the yard across the street. He's out there having a good time, jumping around. He's having a fun day, like we all should be having all the time. I don't know if this is going to get me out of this. Actually, if you think about it, I was having trouble the last 6 days now. 6 days. I mean, just mind trouble. Just having some odd, I wouldn't say necessarily dark, but just some difficult thoughts. Not so difficult that I couldn't get through it, but just difficult. So maybe this will help, considering I haven't really been making the videos. Maybe that was something. I'm going to do this box here. I'll do this box over here. Some green in there. So that, Just put some more of these in here, I guess. Heck. I don't know. Alright, so that down to there. Sound effects. I live every day as best I can, and I watch all the cars go by. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go by. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I really love to watch them roll. I really love the way it goes. Oh. So I was doing some, I actually kind of thought I was going to do some more videos with the old 78s that I had gotten, a nice player. But they hit me with the copyright, and I sent back the fair use, and they haven't really said anything. The last time they hit me with the copyright on the John Cage, Nine Inch Nails, bunch of stuff that I put in a video, I sent back that I was making no money on the video, and they never got back to me, so that one just died, I guess. And I am making zero money on any of this, zilcho, and I'm not trying to make money. Maybe someday I'll get some money. Maybe I won't. I really don't know. Or know if I even care. And I know that we have to have money to live and survive, and we have to make a living, we have to have money, and I continue to live for some reason. Anyway, so I'm waiting till for the day when I am no longer living, so then I'll know what it's like that I didn't make a living. I used to make a living. All that money seems to be pretty much gone. So I used it all up on a house, I guess, that we had, and they took a lot of it, and I'm not complaining. Alright, I talked about this in a previous video, so I'm not going to talk about that. Although there might be more to it, but I'm not going to do that. And, what else? Let's see. Yesterday I went over to Inklings Bookstore, which is a cool place down in Rushland, Pennsylvania, and I changed out the wire. I had a brass chain that was so you could put it on the wall. They still haven't put the painting on the wall, so it's kind of good, I guess. So I put on a regular wire so that they could put it up, and the girl there was talking about putting it on the one big wall, so that'll be cool. I guess they, I don't know what goes on there exactly, but it's a piece, it's there. You can go see it. You can go look at it. It's just leaning against the desk where they. Oh, I paid the tax finally. I keep forgetting to pay that tax that I owed on some items I bought there a while ago. So I paid that off $1.20, and I let him have the $2 that I gave her. She said, "Is it okay?" So I was like, "Oh, sure, I'll keep it." So it's sometimes wonder. I mean, it's not a lot of money. It was only 80 cents extra. So they've got that going for them. Get some little extra money. Everybody gives you a little extra money. I mean, I don't know if they took that from that other lady that was doing it. That is the Worthwhile Thrift. She always asked if she can have the change, which I talked about in a previous video. And seems they've definitely moved out of the space that they have on 313, but I think they still have their 611 space. And the 611 space is still going. That's a good store. And this looks weird, right? This just looks weird. I want to look presentable for my interview. Alright, what else? Anything else today? Well, what we got going here? Let's take a check. I can just do time. It's like I could just do time now. Before I didn't think I could do time. But now I can just do time. And whether it would be interesting or not for everyone out there is to be debated, I guess. Whether people would actually watch the videos. I mean, I get some video views, and I wonder how much they actually watch. And I mean, there's actually they tell you that kind of stuff on there, so you can look it up, and that'll be fun to do. Are you entertaining? Can you be bizarre? Is everything gonna be the way you want it? I mean, I got some talent. I could do some dancing. Probably learn some dancing. As a matter of fact, it's been a while, but they wanted to put... No, how's that song go? That's not the song. But, so did you hear they wanna put me in a movie? They wanna make a big star out of me. That song, I was working on that. So, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I want to be like Ringo Starr. He gets to play with Todd Rundgren. I do not. Did I want to play with Todd Rundgren? I had some dreams about Todd. Todd was in my dreams. I wrote down about them. They're in my archives. I got to go through that stuff. So I got plenty of material for the next 6 months, easy to get through, if not more. And I seem to create material as I go. So it's just ongoing. So if it's something you want to get into, sure, I could do that. I've never really had any people. Oh boy, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Gotta lose some weight. Get back into my fighting weight. Come on, come on. Yeah, I know, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I had a fight once, and let's see, this is so silly, but you watch the hockey. So I was in high school, and in about 10th grade, I guess, I think, and I was playing floor hockey, I guess you call it, that they had in gym. This was in gym, and so you're out there going around. I'm a pretty good hockey player, and so you're out there, but you think it's gonna be like real hockey. So I checked this kid, and then he wants to fight, but I don't really want to fight. And I think he was punching me and stuff, and I didn't really want to fight, and I was like a coward or whatever, I don't even know, and like I ran away, ran down the hall all upset, and I guess I should have fought him, but I mean, you can't fight in school. We would have been all put in the, taken down to the office and blah blah blah, but I mean, they have you playing hockey, and everybody's watching hockey, and what do they do in hockey? They fight. I was like, my friend Sid, and he he had these videos of the little tykes out there fighting, all punching each other and stuff. You're just like, holy cow, that's hilarious. But I guess there is something to Fight Club and that kind of thing, and I guess there's something to it. I don't like pain, and I don't like inflicting pain on others and unnecessary pain, and I'm not really into that kind of stuff. So I guess hockey's not the sport for me. I mean, Gretzky didn't really fight, and he was the great one, so be interesting to see if he was ever in any fights. But I mean, if I recall, and if you all recall, and all that he didn't get into the fights. He just scored the points. So there's both sides. Da 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 dee bum da da chika bum bum da do ha rapa ti fa di do di ban da la la ban chin pam chi pom pam tin ta ta patron pam wap da wap be bob 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 boo. Keep it up going day to day. Every single day you can say something today, and to bata pampa chip chump pumpa chump chip chump chump la 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 la. I could get up on stage, but I've never done that, and I don't even know if I would. But this is all practice. Maybe do some practice first. It's like Bob Dylan said, know your song real well before you get up there and do it. And you look at his corpus of works and think, whew, man, that guy is good, right? He must have sold his soul to the devil. And I guess they said that he probably did. And I really want to do that. And I sure hope I didn't. Because, I did write this one song that I didn't perform, so maybe you gotta perform it to actually have it happen, or maybe, I don't even know if I did write any of the, I don't know what's in those lyrics, because I wrote a lot of songs, like a lot of songs, a lot of stuff, and not sure what's all in that over the years. I can't recall it all. It's all there. I'm gonna check it out. Another black car out there. A lot of black cars today. Dark black cars. The sky, by the way, is pretty much gray. I saw a little tiny bit of blue back coming out, but it seems to be all gray. I can't see all the sky, obviously, so I can only see this one window, so I don't know. But it looks pretty gray out there, and the sun was out. I saw some sunlight. Ooh, that was interesting. I saw some sunlight out there, and So I was peeking through a bit out there. But there's a plane coming in. First plane I saw today coming in. Nice. Just tipped his wing up there a bit. Interesting. The airport's right over here, so I never lived anywhere that where there was an airport close by, so I get to see a lot of planes flying in sometimes. Not sure what's going on around here, but there's been a lot of planes coming in lately. I guess it's that one thing I was talking about earlier, but look at a previous video. Check out my previous videos. There's a white car, so black and a white. And there's another light blue or aqua colored car. That's probably not really something that we need to work on. So, what else I got? Oh, I got this book at the library recently. It's James A. Michener's Space. This was a number one bestseller, I guess. But be curious to get into this maybe. This one was published in published in the year of the year 1982. 1982. Interesting. That's about when I was reading Stephen King's. Kind of has the same feel. Those King books I used to read, Stephen King's. Let's just see here. I don't know. Some of the blurbs in here. A master storyteller, all in capitals. Mr. Michener, by any standards, is a phenomenon. Space is one of his best books. Here, as many times before, he teaches us and compels us to think largely about large things. That was Wall Street Journal said that. The whole entire journal apparently said that. No particular person, just the Wall Street Journal. I wasn't really aware. I don't really know about the Wall Street Journal, but I wasn't really aware that they did book reviews, but apparently they do. So, something that I've learned. And here's another one from a different journal. This is from the Associated Press, AP for short, and they disseminate information. The AP does. So they say Michener blends his fictional space story with real people and events, and the result is a fascinating look at space exploration. There's a lot of information here about space and the U.S. space program, as well as a colorful cast of characters. So, I mean, this is sort of sounding somewhat like 2001: A Space Odyssey, Arthur C. Clarke. But I don't know. It's reminding me of that, and also I think that's about the time that program was out, Space. Yeah. So I mean, high praise, and from the reviews in here are, so I mean, it's like I didn't even know. I've lived in this area most of my life, except for the 7 or 8 years when I was in Chicago and then Albuquerque. And I didn't even really have a great awareness of James Michener while I lived here. I mean, the guy, he lived right in this area, I guess, and was writing all these books, and this particular book was reviewed by the New York Daily News, the New York Times Book Review, the Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, Associated Press, the Boston Globe, Chicago Tribune Book World, New York Times, Business Week, Baltimore Evening Sun, John Barkham Reviews, not sure about that one, and others, I'm sure. So, I mean, huge author, big time. Just wasn't really aware of his work, so I've been trying to collect some of these books and read some of them, but I haven't gotten too into them yet. Here's a list of other books by him: Tales of the South Pacific, Return to Paradise, The Bridges at Toko-Ri, Sayonara, Selected Writings, The Fires of Spring, Hawaii, Caravans, The Source, The Drifters, Centennial, Chesapeake, The Watermen, The Covenant, Poland, Texas, Legacy, and Alaska. So those are all fiction. The non-fiction list here is The Bridge at Andiu. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Rascals in Paradise, Japanese Prince from Early Masters to the Modern, Iberia, Spanish Travels and Reflections, Modern Japanese Print and Appreciation, Presidential Lottery, The Reckless Gamble in Our Electoral System, Sports in America, Kent State, What Happened and Why, The Floating World. So, a lot of books. I don't know, I never really thought I would get into this stuff too much. And, I don't know, I should probably end this thing. Maybe I'll go for an hour, I don't know. What the heck. I want to, just get a feel for this book a little. Just, get a little feel. In the weeping spell that followed, the roommate announced her intention of quitting the room and finding another girl to bunk with, and Rachel encouraged her to do so. The upshot was a visit to the dean, who listened to the roommate's weeping recitation of accusations, smiled, and said consolingly, "Betty Ann, I agree with you. You'll be much happier with a girl more like yourself." So, just that paragraph, reminds me of myself, and Christine and I were living in Chicago, and they stole our car, and I was telling somebody out in a field the other day. I was standing out in a field over at a dam about how we moved to the north side of Chicago to be, I said at the time, to be with people more like ourselves. And another black car went by. I don't really want to be that way, because it seems this is kind of wrong. I mean, I want to live with the people that are there. Any people. want to be able to enjoy all people, and I think that we could all get together and live together in harmony, if you will. But at the time, we felt like the people in the neighborhood that we lived in near Humboldt Park were mostly Hispanics, a lot of Hispanic people, and other, I guess, minority types, and we got out of there, and more regrets, I guess. I mean, we didn't really participate in the community. We didn't really know what it was like to live in the city. We were trying to go to school there, downtown. We lived outside of town, and I don't know really what to say about it all, but we tried our best, as people do, and Christine didn't really like Chicago. I was somewhat indifferent to the whole scene. Either way, the traffic was just horrendous, so it was hard, but what to say about it? What can one say? But we ended up coming back here, and now we live here in Doylestown, and it is what it is. And am I happy? Am I sad? I know the last few days have been pretty difficult for me to get through, sort of, somewhat. And I guess I have it made in the way. I have everything I need. A lot of people don't have everything they need, and I feel for them, and I feel for the world. I wish that we could, it just feels like there's enough. There's a plenitude, and so the people that aren't making it very well should be given a better chance, and they should be able to thrive like so many people seem to do around here. Everybody seems to be pretty much thriving, although there's a lot of complaining, and I don't know, I think it's going to keep going. A lot of the people that I've been looking at seem to think that we're near end times, but it feels like this could be the case. But also, I've heard this before, again and again over the years. So I'm sure hoping this isn't it. It doesn't seem possible that it could be, really. But with these gray skies all the time, and it seems like they're putting metals up there, and they won't tell us why. So I don't know what they're planning. I wish they'd just let us know already, instead of keeping us all in the dark, keeping us all in the gray. You might as well let us know what's going on, because wouldn't it be better if we all had an idea? I mean, I don't think everybody's going to go screaming through the streets. Or maybe they will. But we gotta let people know, and let them make their own decision. And I think that, yeah, I'm probably not one for giving out all the information. At least not yet. I still need to study, and study, and study, and study, and it seems like if I just continue to do that, that eventually it'll just be the end, and I will have not gotten anywhere super important. But but I got all my books here, right here. Got all the books. I read the books. I compile the books. I pile them up. And do I get any smarter? I don't know. Maybe I get a little smarter. Maybe I learn some more words. Maybe not. I've got the words. I've got the words. Another black vehicle. It was a truck, like a Suburban, I guess. A lot of black vehicles going by today. We can make our sounds today. We can let it go. I think I'm gonna quit right now. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Everybody take care.